Hello guys, good morning. Alrighty, so I got up this morning and I went outside to feed the chickens. This is quite early for me, but I woke up this morning and I did that typical YouTube thing. I like checked my numbers, and my numbers had jumped like 10 or 12. So I was like, what is going on? So I guess one of my shorts is climbing the short shelf right now. Welcome, Mackenzie. Welcome, Nunya, Texas on the back 20. Nunya, Texas. I got to go pick up your t-shirt, but I have it ready. So I'm going to make sure I've notated your address. If not, I will email you and ask you for it, for your t-shirt. So I was all excited and I couldn't go back to sleep after I realized that, that one of my shorts was on a short shelf climbing right now. I was excited about that. So. Hello, Adrian, May's Homestead Chronicles. What's on your page, Nunya, Texas on the back 20? Oh, your address. Okay. All right. So if I don't have it notated, I'll go look for it. That's cool. I have my P.O. box on some of my videos too. Welcome, Blackberry Rock Homestead. Yes. Yeah, the thing about shorts is I think you're really only supposed to do like one a week. But sometimes I get all excited and I'll put one out. But I try to save it to have one a week. Welcome, Be Wise. Check out my new video. I'm not sure if you notifications let me know how you like the intro. Okay. Yes, I will do that, Be Wise. Welcome, Urban Girl Gardening. Yes, I would like to check out your intro video. Yes, very cool. Yeah, mine, I thought I would wait until I get some cool things growing in my garden this year where they're nice and big. And then I'm going to redo my intro showing my cool gardening stuff. So I'm excited about that. I do still want to do the worm bin, Adrian. I do still want to do it. I'm going to have to get, I don't have access to the kind of containers that you guys have, but I'll probably just have to get almost like a simple cat litter type pan. Yeah, I would love to do beekeeping, but I'm kind of terrified of bees and things biting me. But I do find it very fascinating, and I love honey. I think probably, but let's see. I'm gonna put welcome Tin Can Gardener. I put out shorts in between my normal vlogs. I didn't know there was rules. Where do you find the rules? On my short lesson on the shorts is this. Let me get this pulled down. Okay, you have to have your phone turn this way, not this way. This way for shorts. This is for your normal video. This is for shorts. Okay, your video has to be less than 30 seconds. It has to be vertical, and you put shorts in the title. I also put it in the description box, and I also put it in tags. I put it in 3 places just to make sure they know that's a short that I want to hit the short shelf. So I do all 3 of those. I originally learned about shorts from Farmstead Smith. She had a video out on that. So that's how I learned about it. But yes, I've gained about 12 12 subs off of my short. Yes, I am. I am still planning on starting the worm bin. I'm gonna have some help with it, and I'm gonna have to really get used to worms and stuff, like touching them and stuff. Because even when I'm fishing, like trying to put it on the hook, it's like, ugh. But it's like everything. Once you do it a few times, you get used to it. And I like to do things to force myself out of my comfort zone and force myself to do. Let's see. Uh, yeah, 60 seconds, 60 seconds or less. I try to make mine about 55 seconds. I don't want to get too close to the time. So when I see the 55-second mark hit, I cut it off. Now, also, if you have a video that's a minute and a half, if it's something like a pet or something with it and it doesn't have words, you can speed it up and put it under that minute. So I've done that. Also, if you're not doing talking in the video, add music. People love it. I mean, even your chickens outside free ranging with music, that's probably my most successful video. Short, hit the short shelf. It was about 30, I'm sorry, not 30, 17,000. 17,000 is my best short so far. But I get subs off of those. Now I'll go back in a few days and I'll look to see. Welcome, Gerwin, Jandera. I will go back in a few days and look to see exactly how many subs I have. But I know what number I went to bed with and what number I woke up with. I was like, oh, I've gained 12 subs. I'm like, what happened? Did somebody shout me out? What happened overnight? And then it hit me, oh, it has to be something on the short shelf. But it was my outside cat, Daisy, had a kitten. And I did a little short video just to a little bit of music, just showing the mama and baby kitten. And that hit the short shelf over in Korea or China or Indonesia. I don't know where. It's usually it's usually in another country that it hits the short shelf. And people sometimes will subscribe to you through that. So it's really cool. I call it the short shelf lottery. Now my sister-in-law, Free Handling Maid, she had a video of she was taking the hair out of a Cabbage Patch dolls because she restores them. She made a short on taking the hair out of a Cabbage Patch doll, and it hit 38,000 views, and she got a bunch of subs off of that. So it doesn't give you a lot of watch time, but it does help you get closer to your 1,000 if you're trying to monetize, which I am starting to get pretty close. I'm at 920 right now, so it's actually looking quite possible at this point. My mom said, when you very first started on YouTube, she said, I didn't think you were going to be able to do it. But now, love my goat shorts do well. Yes, videos about animals or kids do really, really well. So if you're looking for a subject, but I've seen, videos about weird things like who's going to watch a doll, somebody pulling hair out of a Cabbage Patch doll. I was like, somebody over in Korea or China or something is watching that video. Or, I mean, that's kind of disturbing that that's the video that hits the short shelf, or ripping the Cabbage Patch doll's hair out of the head. That's kind of funny. Welcome, Crystal's Pets and Plants. All right. Sorry to hear. Change words. Thank you, Adrian, for stopping by. I appreciate it. So yes, it could be. Whose first name is Mary? Oh, you're saying May. Maybe you're saying May for May's Homestead Chronicle. Yeah, May's Homestead Chronicle. His first name is Adrian. I try to actually learn people's first names. I make it a point. The other day I was on Lori's live and she said, "You are like the queen of remembering people's first names." I said, "Well, when they come into my live, I ask, 'Welcome, the Rusty Pepper. How are you?'" Yes, welcome, Peter Dell. So this is really an unusual time for me to be up chit-chatting. Um, but like I said, I woke up and my number had jumped 10. I'm sorry, 12. And I was like, what is happening? So I was all excited about that and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I just said, I'll just get up. Welcome, Spaceman Dudley. How are you? Mama J is a great lady. I know I've watched a couple of your videos, Spaceman Dudley, but I'm going to have to go back and watch some more so I can commit them to memory. I have to watch a few videos before I can put the person with the video in my brain. It takes a little while, just like the name. I might have heard that name a few times before I actually start to remember it. But I remember Jandaria is Garowin. Now, I'm sure the other day when I said hi and I spelled her name, I probably spelled it wrong, but I was trying. But yeah, I try to commit people's names to memory. Welcome, Joe, the Garden State Gardener. No, I never did. It was totally destroyed. We kept the plastic in case we want to try to build another one, and we have already UV protected plastic. But the frame was damaged. Welcome, Cranky Frankie. How are you? I enjoyed having you on my live stream Monday night. That was awesome. That was very cool. And it seems like my friends really enjoyed it too. I hope you got some new subscribers out of that. Frankie, you should come join my live again on a Monday night. That would be awesome. Yeah, I think people really enjoyed the music stuff. I really like that. I would love to do open mic night on my live and just have people that know how to play guitar and sing and different stuff like that. That's cool. I really, really like music, so it was a pleasure. Yes. It's weird how we can get so many different people from so many different states and even countries on a live. Like Jandera is Australia, Rusty Pepper is Texas, Peter Dale is in another country, I think. Frankie, you told me where you were from the other night. I remember you said you were originally from New York or New Jersey. But anyway, we're all from totally different places. Garden State Gardener is New Jersey. Yeah, it's a lot to remember because I try to remember names. I try to remember what state people are in. And see, there's another Texas, Nunya, Texas on the back 20. Of course, he gives it to you. Texas is in the title. Now for me, my logo has Texas on it. So, I keep wanting to change it, but people are so used to it now. Um, I've grown quite attached to it in these 7 months. So Florida now from Long Island. Yeah, you guys are from so many different areas. It's awesome. Yeah, I lived in Texas most of my life, most all of my life, but I did move away for about 5.5 years. I lived in Rhode Island. So I got to experience New England, and it was like nothing I'd ever imagined. The people were different. I would look down at a menu and be like, what is this food? I have no idea what this is. Where is the chicken fried steak and sweet tea? And then I would order a sweet tea. And sweet tea in New England and sweet tea in Texas are two different things. Because theirs is some kind of tea made from a jug, right? Something bottled. Whereas sweet tea here is something homemade, someone brews. Oh, you're in Australia too, Peter Dell? Okay, I'll try to remember that next time. We'll see. We'll see. Sometimes I have to hear it more than one time to finally remember it. It's 11 p.m. for Jandera. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah. Like I said, I just woke up, got all excited. My number was jumping because one of my videos was on the short shelf. I was all excited about that. Some people are feel very controversial about the short shelf thing, about making shorts and getting subs from that. But I figure any video that you make or any love rate that you get, you deserved it. You got it because God gave you that blessing and you were meant to have that blessing. So you shouldn't feel like you don't deserve it. That's my opinion. So I think we should all be happy for each other. When we're getting close to that 1,000, we should help each other. Yeah, it might be my turn tomorrow. It might be someone else's turn was last week or next month. You're in Tennessee. That's awesome. East Tennessee. Awesome, awesome. That Tennessee is still on my list of places I want to go visit. So that's my opinion. I know in the Bible it says that jealousy is not of God. We are not meant to be jealous of each other. And I've felt it before too. But I know that jealousy is not from God. We're supposed to be happy for each other. We're supposed to help each other. And I am always uh I'm always doing shout outs for small channels. If I find one that's under 200 or under 1,000 or under 500, it doesn't matter the number. But if I find a channel I want to help, I will shout them out. I will try my best to. Yes, you may be jealous of the one whose turn it is next, but you shouldn't be because your turn is coming as well. So if you help the one that's almost at 1,000, I tried to help Lori hit her 1,000 and she did. But Jandera is the first one who recommended her for the love raid. I was in there trying too, but I looked back at the live and it was Jandera who originally recommended her. But there were multiple people in there, and I got one of those love raids too. And I went back and watched the video of North Shore Preparedness and I noticed who it was that was recommending me for that love raid that I got on this past Saturday night. So yes, jealousy is not good. I used to, when I wasn't going to church, I used to say, oh, jealousy just means that I love you. No, jealousy is not right. If you really love someone, you also really should trust them. And as far as YouTube goes, we should all be helping each other. And we should all love each other, no matter if we're, 20 subs or 20,000 subs. You don't hate someone because they have 20,000, but you also don't hate them if they only have 20. That's not right, because we're all on different journeys. So. Yeah, I was trying. I knew that if I mentioned she was in Shed Wars, that he's trying to really help those Shed Wars channels. So I did mention that. But yeah, sometimes when I didn't even know his first name was Sean. Yeah, anyway, I try to go in there. I love participating in those love raids. Thank you, Cranky Frankie. I appreciate every sub that I get. I really do. And you are welcome to come up on my live and play your guitar anytime you want. So I think you're really talented, and I'm glad that I got to be the one to show that talent out. And I want you to keep coming on, and I hope that you did get some subs out of it. Yes, I try to thank all the people who helped me along the way, and I try to help other people along the way. I just realized my dishwasher was on. I hope that wasn't bugging you guys. Yeah, I try to try to help other people. Yes. I was brought up in Texas with those Texas type manners, and I'm very much not the type of person. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I want to always be kind. I'm always for the underdog. So if I see that person under 50, I'm like, oh, I got to help them. I got to help them. Or under 100 or under their 500. I just want to help them. That's just what I like to do. I like to help people. I want to keep growing, help growing their channel. Yeah, North Shore Preparedness did my first love raid on New Year's Eve. And I gained quite a few subs from that. And then after that, I got 2 love raids from Prepping 101. And then I got another one the other night from North Shore Preparedness. So I've got 4. Yeah. I've never been homeless, but I used to live with my sister, and she made more money than me, and she always would be the one paying the rent, and then she wouldn't pay the rent, and we would have to move out really fast. So there's a few times I almost could have ended up homeless, but after a while, though, I kind of like stopped living with her because I was like, I kind of have to have a sense of control. I want to know my rent is paid and then I have somewhere to live tomorrow. And I don't like to have to pack at the last minute. But I mean, I've been in this house over 6 years. So, yes. Yes, I did see Tyrannical Mystery Covers on Ridge Life the other day. I didn't watch the whole program, but I did catch that part that he was on because somebody else was going live. That was last night. Oh, it was Indiana Backyard Gardener was doing her subscriber, her was it her 700 subscriber giveaway? Yeah. So I wanted to be there to support her because she is one of my top 10 favorite channels. She's really sweet. She's really smart. She's an excellent gardener. She's funny. She's just a really sweet lady. So I had about 5 or 6 lives to choose from last night, and she was my top. And once I went in there, I stayed the whole entire time till she was done um, because I'm her biggest fan. So if you ever play this back, Adrian, I'm your biggest fan. You're the number one. But she's very smart. And she doesn't make you feel bad when you ask questions. Like if you ask her a gardening question, she will just answer it. She won't be all judgy, like, "Ooh, you didn't know that." You know, she'll just tell you what she thinks, and she does it in a kind way, which I kind of have to have things said to me in a kind way because I'm actually very very sensitive. I'm a little bit insecure, and I was bullied at my last job, so it's taken some time to get over that. It kind of hurt me for a while, so yeah. Yeah, Adrian, Indiana Backyard Gardener, very sweet. You have a super clean giveaway coming up? Awesome. I need to do my super clean video myself. I started it and then I got sick and then I kind of put it away. But I have the product sitting up there on the shelf and I need to do that. And I think after you do your video is when they set you up to give it away to somebody else, I think. Is that right, Lee's Arkansas bound? I feel terrible it's taken me this long to get to it. It was right on the top of my brain, and then I got sick, and then it went way back here in the back of my brain until you brought that up, and I was like, oh, I need to finish that video. Yeah, I do have a tendency of starting things and not finishing them. That's probably a little bit ADHD. Um, Super Clean. Super Clean is a cleaning product, Jandera, and they will send it to you for free. And what you do is you make a video on it. And then I think after you make your video on it, they will set you up to give it away to someone else. So, and they send you 4 products and a t-shirt and a hat. Super Clean. For those of you who are in the USA, I don't think it's going to work for Jandera, but for those of you in the USA, Jandera is a product, is a cleaning product. It'll clean like oil up off of your garage or your driveway. There's also some stuff that'll clean like grease off of a pan or clean up the wheel well parts of your tires, clean your tires on your car. I think there's multiple purposes. I've seen them used for different things. But if you guys are interested in the Super Clean thing, just go over to the channel, Super Clean. It's an actual YouTube channel. Just type in Super Clean. Subscribe to their channel, watch 2 of their videos, hit like, make 2 comments, and before you know it, if your email is posted, they will send you an email and say, hey, would you review our product? We'll give you some for free, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll just send it out to you. It's just that easy. And I thought that you had to be 1,000 subs to do the review, but that apparently that is not true. So if you guys are interested, go and subscribe to them, and maybe they'll send you the product too. Pretty cool. Watch my video and put Super Clean in the comments. Okay. Oh, I'm totally going to do that. Yeah. Very, very cool. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in winning some Super Clean products, Lee's Arkansas Bound, you just watch a video and make a comment that says the words Super Clean, and you will be entered into his drawing, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, I just got brand new tires on my car. My husband just bought brand new tires for my car, but his truck probably has some dirty tires. I should go out there and get him to video me doing that. Put my Super Clean t-shirt on and my Super Clean hat, and yeah, that's cool. I need to put the products right here on the counter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now the tired's kicking in. It's like, why did you get up so early? Crazy woman? Yes, yes. So I'm going to have to get out there. I'm going to look. Lee's Arkansas Bound, what did you clean with your Super Clean products? Like what type of stuff did you clean? Katie Lee. Lee is your last name. Is that right, Lee's Arkansas Bound? Your name is Katie? Have the link posted if anybody wants to come up and chat. And I need to write these down. It is almost 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. So I would probably be in bed till at least 9. I know that's probably bad, but I don't work. So I got up this morning and I made my coffee shake that I make, and I did the dishes and fed the chickens, and then came in here and started my live. I was just so excited about my video being on the short shelf that I just had to come chat with you guys. Yep, it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning, Jandera, and it's getting late there where you're at. That's so weird. Like when we're watching your lives, it's nighttime, and when you're watching our videos, it's morning time. So I guess it would be kind of hard to catch some of our lives that are at certain times. It's probably hard to catch our lives at certain times of the day. I need to sit down and do this little math calculation so I can always know what time it is where you're at. And yeah. As many Australian people as I have on my channel now, I need to figure that out and do a live that's like a halfway decent point for both of us. I am subscribed to quite a few Australian channels. I didn't realize Peter Dale was Australia, but Silhouette Park Farm, Sweeney's Creek Farm. I thought Feather and Down was Australia, but somebody told me it was New Zealand. Down on Boddington Farm. A lot of those, Flower Fort Farm. Some of them I don't know if they're Australia or New England, or New Zealand, because to me the accent sounds similar. I know over there it probably sounds totally different, but to me it kind of sounds like a similar accent. Hello, Carolina Roots. How are you? Yeah, the time difference does your head in. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I just almost assume that if it's night for y'all, it's morning for us, and vice versa. It's how it seems to work. And whatever day we're having today, y'all already had it. I know that sounds really weird, but yep. Yeah, Jandira, I did not know that you were the Southern Hemisphere version of Lori. I did not know that. Somebody said that, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Yep, Luke is a Kiwi. Yeah, it's so weird, but I I've listened and it sounds like the same kind of accent, but I'm not used to it. Oh, sorry. It's kind of cloudy. Welcome, Tiffany Q. It's kind of cloudy outside, and sometimes when it gets kind of cloudy and rainy outside, my allergies like go crazy. I did take my over the counter allergy medicine this morning. Welcome the professional farmer from the Philippines island. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Like I said, it's cloudy outside. It might actually rain today. I had to go get more pots yesterday for planting. Welcome, Susie's Home and Garden in New York City. Hello, New York City. The only time I've ever been through New York City is on a Greyhound bus, like a long time ago. Oh, thank you, Cranky Frankie. You might be the reason for some of my subs as well. I appreciate it. Welcome, Grammy Karen. Yeah, that's true. I am actually allergic to cedar trees. That is the one allergy that I have is cedar. So I remember when I was a kid, I would be like playing hide and go seek behind a tree. And if I would like touch the tree, I would get a rash all up and down my arms. So no, I don't have any tulips. I saw some at the store. I saw some at Walmart in pots yesterday. I guess they were for Easter. Uh, and yeah. So anyway, I saw some tulips, but I don't know how hard they are to grow. I don't do as well with inside plants as I do outside plants. I have a green thumb, but my green thumb also depends on the fact of, if I forget to water my plants, God also can water it for me. Like today, I don't think I'm going to need to water because it looks like it's about to rain. I do want to go out there. I have a couple of seedlings that I've transplanted outside, and I want to go and take a stick and tie it lightly to the stick to keep some of these plants up. Yeah. Welcome, Morgan's Happy Place. Oh, I have been wanting to plant this for my whole entire life, and I finally got some buds, and I need to figure out a place to put them. So I got some some purple irises. So I'm going to plant those for the first time this year, and that has always been my favorite flower. Yes, I am going to plant. I have some sunflower seeds myself. And also, Eva at Highland Homestead sent me jumbo and miniature. So I am going to make a whole Okay. It took a while. Somehow my laptop got unplugged, but I have like cats, so they might have hit it, but it's unplugged here and in the wall now. So sorry about that, guys. That's the second time that exact same thing happened to me. It was actually my laptop was not charged, so it had to be plugged in. Bye, Jandera. Bye, everyone who left. Oh, well, I guess it's too late to say bye to them now. They're already gone. But yeah, and she's back. Yes. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, I'm gonna find somewhere to plant my new irises. And I think somebody said not too deep. So, and I heard that they will come back every year. Like my neighbor over here has some growing in their yard. I've never done it before, so this will be my very first time to do it. So I'm really excited about it. Aw, Tiffany, that's sweet. Yeah, I didn't realize that you lived in Rhode Island because I used to live in Rhode Island. Welcome, Joy Blaha. Blaha. I'm sure I said that wrong. I used to live in East Greenwich and North Kingstown in Rhode Island. Yep. So I lived there for 5.5 years. You're back for a sec. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. I kind of got frozen there for a while, so oops, it happens. It happens to me. I gotta watch these cats. They will. I made a red cabbage stew last night, 8 hours in a crock pot, and on my second bowl. Ooh, that sounds good. Stew sounds good actually because it's a little bit cloudy. It's a little bit chilly out there today. I actually put on my little jacket this morning. Actually, my jacket, Tiffany, my jacket has Newport on it for Newport, Rhode Island. I got it the very last time I visited there, and I'm taking really good care of it. I loaned it to my sister one time, and I totally threatened her. I was like, that is the only Rhode Island jacket I have. If you mess it up or lose it or don't give it back to me, I'm going to be really, really mad. So I basically threatened her, and I've had it. I've had it for years now. It's been quite a few years since I've gone back to Rhode Island, but I want to go back and visit. If I do, I'll look you up, Tiffany Q, and I'll get to meet you. And I know your husband is XQ Media, Dylan. So I put it all together. I put all the pieces of the puzzle together. Blaha is correct. Okay, good. Might take a couple of years for the irises to bloom. Okay. Thank you for telling me that because I would have been like, ooh. I tried to plant bluebonnets in my yard last year because it's like the Texas symbol, but they totally didn't take off. Maybe they'll pop up again. Who knows? Yeah. Oh gosh, my sister used to borrow necklaces and then leave them places. And she would borrow clothes and leave them places. She knew I hid money around my room and she would go around digging around for it. Yeah, I heard oh, that would be so cool. Yes, I would love to meet John at Willow Grow and the Cosmic Chariot. That would be so cool. Yes, I am planning on going back. I still have one friend there. I have one on my Facebook, and then I have one actually talk to. So I, but yeah, I want to take my husband back there, because we've been married for 6 years, and he's never been there. So I want him to go and experience it. And it was actually, I loved Rhode Island. Like I remember when I got off the bus, I was really, really tired. But as soon as I got some sleep, because I mean, I was up for 3 days because I was on a Greyhound bus. But as soon as I got some sleep, it was just so beautiful there. Um, I just love it. Rhode Island is beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. I've went back to visit twice, I think, since I moved away. And I want to make it, this would be my third time back since I moved away. One time I went by myself and just stayed with friends. And this was, before I was married to my husband. And then I went back another time with a previous marriage person. And then I want to go. I want to go with my husband. And I think that would be cool. That would be awesome to be able to meet John. I don't know the Cosmic Chariot as much. I did find out that they were from Rhode Island, so I need to go in and watch some videos because I did hear they were from Rhode Island. But that would be so cool, like a meetup. Yeah, yeah. I knew that you guys had to be related because before you changed your channel name, you had the same last name as John. So I knew y'all had to be related in some way. And I think I asked John, or I asked somebody, and they said that you were his daughter-in-law. So that's cool. Hello, Greenwell Fishing. How are you this morning? I did some fishing this weekend, but I caught one little tiny fish, and it was not a keeper. And I caught a big fish, but I didn't have it hooked well enough. And it fell in the water, and I almost wanted to cry. I was so mad. My husband did catch one fish that was a keeper and also lost a couple of fish too. And I lost my bait a couple of times too. I got a little distracted. I try to keep my eye on that bobber, but after a while as a girl, you're like, oh, I want something to happen. I want to catch this fish quickly, but it doesn't happen quickly enough. So I usually do really well at that pier. But one of these days, I'm going to get a successful video of me actually catching a fish. I can catch fish. I don't know why. It's like ever since I started trying to tape it for a YouTube video, I cannot catch a fish to save my life. The fishing was good, but the catching sucked. Yes, that's true. That's a good way to put it there. Oh, yeah, I bet. I bet that Rhode Island would be so awesome in July. John is Dylan's dad. Yep, I picked up on that. Uh-huh. Yeah. I just acquired some compost bins. My husband got them from something at his job. And so I have two big compost bins. And because of the really exceptionally cold weather we had in Texas, and also the extreme wind burst that we had, uh, the leaves died and fell. So it's almost like we had fall in the spring, which is really weird. Welcome, Kissy Cat. So we've been having to rake leaves, and it's spring. So it's supposed to be growing, not dying and falling to the ground. So our weather has been really, really weird. I appreciate it, Kissy Cat. I appreciate you watching my channel. Yeah, I've been trying to go back and look at my live streams to see who visits them, and I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna start doing some of my shout outs from people who are showing up in my live streams. So I know I've already shouted out Tiffany Q and Mackenzie. I don't think I've done Greenwell Fishing or Kissy Cat before, but I'm gonna start doing some of my shout outs from who comes to my live streams. So just so you know. I just pick different criteria reasons to who I do for shout outs. Of course, if I find a channel that's really small, under 100, I always write their name down so I can try to help them. So hopefully they get a few out of it. After a few times of that, they get up. And then once you get past 100 subs, then they start sharing you out on the homepage and your channel starts growing quickly. So that's awesome. So definitely these short videos are very helpful for bringing your sub numbers up. And they say, oh, those people will never, ever watch your channel, but they do. Yes. The Rusty Pepper is my adopted grandma. She's not really related to me. But I'm actually going to meet her in a couple of weeks because she lives in Texas as well. So my husband are going to drive out and meet the Rusty Pepper. She's going to be my first YouTube meetup. And I'm also planning to go to the Crockers meetup in May in Oklahoma. It's in Pryor, Oklahoma. So if anybody's near that area, which I know Tiffany Q is not, but they're also doing a meetup in Missouri, put on by Morris Patch of Heaven and Simply Jane Homestead. Yes. Morgan's Happy Place. Have I given you a shout out ever? I've done so many now. I need like a running list. Oh, did you planted some seedlings for the Rusty Pepper? Yeah. She is a super sweet lady. This is this is Wednesday. This is her church day. She does a prayer meeting at church on Wednesdays. Tonight at Lala Farms, they are doing a segment on autism awareness, and there's going to be 3 channels on there. Free Handling Maid, which is my sister-in-law, Hat Creek Homestead, and maybe Crazy Homestead. They're all going to be on the panel tonight, and it's going to be a live geared around autism on the farm, how being outside in a farm, in a garden setting, and around animals, how that is helping people who have autism. So if you guys, if that's a subject that's to your heart, it's at Lala Farms tonight at 6 p.m. Central Time. That's cool. Yeah. Actually, when I go up and visit the Rusty Pepper, we're going to get some of her little gardening stuff started. She just has a little bit of space, like some totes and pots and stuff. So we're going to try to help her get going there. She's actually going to give me a bag of farm grown compost that she has. Somebody gave her 2 bags. She's going to give me one of them. She said she doesn't need all of it. So that's cool. I like that. And last night I was on the Indiana Backyard Gardener and I won some bunny brew, which if you don't know what bunny brew is, apparently it's bunny poop. And what you do is you take it, mix it with water, and you make it a bunny tea, and you pour it on your plants. It's supposed to come with instructions. So yay, I want some bunny poo. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to pick something really cool. I might end up putting it on my jumbo pumpkins or my squash possibly, because I was hoping to get some of my weight from growing jumbo pumpkins. So yes, Morgan's Happy Place. You might want to go listen to that tonight. I actually made a little video on it, just, inviting people to it because it's my sister-in-law. And, she is autistic and her son is autistic. So she was diagnosed as a grown up. After her son was diagnosed, they assessed her and found out she had autism as well. So yeah. So yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, I actually worked my job that I had at the school here. Um, I worked for 3 years in, as a your sub. Um, I worked for 3 years at a school, working with kids with autism and Down syndrome, and some other, some kids with some other different problems. And so that's a subject that's special to my heart. I actually went out on an injury, so I do miss my kids, though. I do miss being there to help them and help guide them through the classroom. And, there to explain things and try to make their transitions easier. But I went out on an injury, and I don't know. I might go back. Who knows? But I needed time to let it heal, and it kind of when they did the assessment of me, it did bother my neck. Welcome new beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. So yes, I got a neck injury, and I think it also kind of went into my back. They never assessed that as my back, but the back stuff seemed to happen right after the injury. So I think parents of autistic children are can appreciate what they're doing for my niece's wedding. Yeah, yep. Uh, well, I guess the good thing about her having autism too is that she can understand um, what is going on with her son. She can fully understand that because she is going through the same things. So when he's in the middle of something and she says, "You need to come do this," she knows he can't stop. He has to keep finishing it. So, and I know that because I worked at a school with autistic and Down syndrome children. So it takes a lot of patience, it really does. And I got a lot of training on it, a lot of certificates on it, and a lot of practical experience as well. And what works with one does not work with another. So these are things I learned. Yes, I am up really, really early, sis. I woke up this morning and did the typical thing that I do. I checked my subscriber count and it went up by 12. And I was like, why did my subscriber count go up that much? And I figured out I had a little short hanging out on the short shelf right now. So I made a video of Daisy with her kitten, Mitzi, and they are climbing on the short shelf right now. So after I found that out, I said, I'm going to do a live this morning. But I got up, I fed the chickens, did the dishes, and, of course, got dressed, did my makeup so I look awake, even though I'm not awake, and decided to come up and talk to you guys for a while. But yeah, I ran out of pots. I had to go all over town looking for pots yesterday. And I wanted to plant some of my secret seeds I got from Jan for my Shed Wars Secret Seed Gladiator Challenge. So I planted one in pots. I have no idea what the seeds are. So I don't know if the pot was big enough. I may end up transplanting it later. I cannot identify the first seed that I opened. She sent me 3. I don't know if the challenge was for 1 seed or 3 seeds. I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that. Don't correct me on that because I just heard it from Jan and I was like, okay, 3 seeds. I just did what I have to go back and watch the video again. and see. But sometimes I'll start listening to a video and then my mind will kind of drift off somewhere. I'll drift off into Never Never Land and I'll probably miss some key points. But someone, when I put out my video showing the seeds I got from Jan, they were like, I thought it was only supposed to be one. But I am not the type of person that walks around insulting. No, is that the right word? Correcting. I don't walk around correcting other people. I was taught that correcting other people is rude. I was taught that correcting other people would make them not like you. So if someone's making a mistake, I don't correct them. I don't. Now, if it's my own child, that's different. But I don't walk around correcting other people because I don't like people correcting me. So I just assume that they feel the same way that I do. So I try not to always be critical. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Just like the saying on Bambi, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So that's my very redneck way of saying it. Was that Bambi? No, that was Thumper. No, what was that? Yeah, I guess it was Bambi. Yeah, Bambi. But anyway, I guess Thumper said it on Bambi. Yeah, that's it. Never know what you could end up talking about when you get up really early. I'm not a morning person, so I can't believe I'm up just chitter-chatting this early in the morning. How are you doing, sis? Are you having your coffee? Ooh, well, um, did you, Tiffany, Tiffany, did you ask them if they were going to send your seeds? Did you inquire about it? I mean, did that person drop the ball? Down on Boddington Farm. Hello, hello. Huey, Dawn. Hello, Dawn. Is that your name, Dawn? Sitting in your spot with a heating pad. Oh, so you're having a bad day because of the weather. It's really, really cloudy and overcast here. So I'm feeling like it might rain, possibly. We'll see. Yeah, I have days like that with my neck, like if it's really cold. Tiffany Q, well, I mean, if you've contacted them and they haven't paid attention to you, you might go ahead and exchange seeds with someone else. Let's see, your Will It Grow? So you need a woodcutter. I don't know if Freehandly Made, were you planning on doing the Secret Seed Challenge? Because I know Tiffany Q is Will It Grow and Freehandly Made is Woodcutter. So maybe you guys could partner up because you're on opposite teams. It'd be Rhode Island and Montana. Woohoo! But yeah, Tiffany Q, if you don't find a partner, I can be your second partner. Like I have a partner, but if you don't find a partner, certainly let me know. Okay, so Freehandly Made's not going to do the secret seed thing, but there's a lot of Tiffany Q. Let's see. There's a lot of people. Let's see. I'm trying to think of who would be. There's a ton of them. I'm trying to think of another woodcutter that might be a good partner for you. Is Hickory Croft your partner, Tiffany Q? Yeah, I love down on Boddington Farm. They do their shout outs with their chickens, their shooks. I like to walk around saying shooks now. It's fun. It's like when you're a kid and you found a new word, shooks. Look at there, there's my shooks. I walk around saying it. My husband knows the word now. I've said it so much. Probably bugs him. I'm like, come here, shooks. So, oh, my nose. My allergies are bad and my nose is itching like crazy. Oh, you should have asked them? Well, Tiffany Q, you probably don't know a lot of people, right? Is that maybe part of the problem that you don't? Because I think there's a video that shows all the woodcutters team. There's a video on, I think it's on, well, it would be on your husband's Shed Wars News Network channel. There's one with all the woodcutters on it. Because you need a woodcutter. You can't use me as your teammate because I'm also Will It Grow. See, it is early. I don't even, not even putting stuff together. Waiting for more flooding this weekend. Well, hopefully not. Oh, I hate flooding. I live right next to a creek, so I can't stand flooding. If it rains too hard, I get really, really nervous. Welcome, Abby Slack. I don't. I like a lot of videos, but I don't comment on them all. Yeah. So go back to your husband's little Shed Wars woodcutter video with all the links in it that he made. I think he made it for Arkansas woodcutter. Is that right? And you could see, like I saved mine for Team Will It Grow. I saved it in my saved playlist, the one that's Good Morning, Kathleen, My Alabama Farm Life. Um, I saved the Team Will It Grow's video that has all the links in it, the Gypsy Vanilla Gorilla made. I saved that in my saved playlist that's private, so I can go back to it and make sure. I've been going through it to make sure I'm subscribed to all the Shed Wars channels. Welcome, Weekend RVing. Yeah, you guys go. You guys go early in the morning too, don't you? What are you, about 9 o'clock maybe, or you go at 8 o'clock? I can't remember. And I think it's on certain days too. Tiffany Q. I bet. I'm trying to think of who else is on that. Oh, what about Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It, Melody? I wonder if she has a partner yet. You might ask her. She's really nice. I was trying to think of somebody else on that team. Yeah. I texted 3 people, and the first one that texted me back was my partner, which was Simply Jan. And I think Flavors and Textures paired up with Indiana Backyard Gardener. Went to your channel to see if you were live. Yeah, I don't think I don't think Weekend RVing goes live every morning. I think it has to do with the husband's work schedule. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I remembered him saying that. Okay, the person finally replied back to you. Good, 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 Tiffany. That's awesome. I'm glad you got yourself a partner. Yeah. Okay, so Tiffany Q's Secret Seed Challenge partner did contact her, so crisis averted. Crisis over. 27 days and we're done with Shed Wars. We're just getting into our growing season. beans and tropical. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. The dates don't quite match up with everybody's growing season perfectly. Some people are kind of in the middle of it all, as far as dates go. So that's oh, I am in Breckenridge, Texas. You guys are in Houston? Huh. So there's another Texas channel. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I would love to do like a Texas meetup. I don't know if my backyard's big enough or not, but I would love to do a Texas meetup. That would be awesome. I don't know if I could handle that many people in my yard, but I'd probably have to get like a like a porta potty or something, because that'd be a lot of people going in and out of your house. Yeah. Sorry, sis. That's sad. Yeah, Breckenridge is kind of close to. It's about an hour from Abilene, about 2.5 hours from Dallas. So if that gives you any idea, there.
Good morning.
Hello. So you're okay today?
Morning. Y'all, I'm not a morning person.
Either. I woke up all excited, like, why did my sub count jump by 12? And I was like, I have a video climbing on that short shelf this morning. It's what happening. Welcome, living live in the slow lane with Paula and Randy. Welcome, Kim. Welcome, Kim.
What do you mean? Your sub count dropped?
No, it rose.
I was going to say, I looked at it this morning. It showed 923.
Oh, so it went up a couple more.
Yeah.
When I went to bed, right it was at 9:10 or 12. And so when I woke up, it was like 12 or so more. And I was like, what's going on? I get a shout out in the middle of the night. I know I didn't get a love raid because I wasn't live. So yeah. I'm like, it's gotta be a short video. So I looked, and my video of Daisy and her kitten was on. It was a 1.6K, which I know to you is no big deal since you had one hit 38,000, but yeah, but I got subs out of it. So
I haven't hit the short shelf since, though. That's the only one I've had that's hit the short shelf.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just one of those things you just gotta keep trying. I don't know. Now it's at 1.7. So it's on there currently. It's climbing. So I woke up all excited about that, and I was like, wow. When I hit over 900, I was so excited, and then bam, I'm already moving past. I'm like, this is going faster than I thought it would go. I'm so happy.
People love kitty cats.
Yeah. So I'll have to do some more of little Mitzi. I'll wait about a week, and I'll take another one. She gets a little bit. They're a little bit cuter the bigger they get, don't you think? When they get a little bit bigger, they're cuter. So give her a couple more weeks of growing, and she will be just adorable. But oh, you got some seeds? Are those from Garden State Gardener?
Yes. This is kale right here.
Kale?
I did a video yesterday, and I'm having the worst time uploading it, Garden State. That's why you haven't seen my mail call video. I've tried to upload it, guys, 3 times.
Oh.
So once I get off Gail's live, you won't see me on YouTube because I'm going to try one more time to upload this video. Y'all, living in the mountains produces challenges, let me tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, if my internet goes out, I just drive to Walmart, and my video, like if my internet goes out here and I'm in the middle of downloading something, I just drive to Walmart. That doesn't happen very often. But when I start uploading a video, I want to see it upload. Like I'm literally watching it every few seconds. I'm very anxious, about it. I want it to be there.
I'm the
But
same way. Short
I have
video.
a little bit of that OCD too, I guess.
My short video that I uploaded a couple days ago, which I don't understand why it's not on the short shelf because it matches all the criteria. Anyway, it was 57 seconds, and that darn video took 2 hours to upload. I kid you not. Just my husband and
Find
I
Morgan's Happy Place.
and watched, and it did. It took 2 hours for a 57-second video to upload, you guys. Can you believe that? It's
How long?
ridiculous. 2 hours
Oh
for
my
a
goodness.
57-second video. My husband's like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "Nope, look."
That is insane.
And I had 4 bars on my phone, you guys.
What's the video that you're wanting to hit the short shelf? Which one is it?
It was the one of the snow.
The snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seemed like if you mention the words weather in your
I
video,
did.
so if you say Montana weather, oh my gosh, every time I put Texas weather on something, it could be raining or snowing. Everybody wants to know what the darn weather is in Texas, and I'm sure they do in Montana too. So that if that helps you with the title, Montana weather. I don't know why people want to know so much about. Hello, Fran, Heritage Heart Homestead. Your mint plant and carrots and chives are doing good. That's awesome, Kim.
Let me change the title and
My
see if
mint
that
has
helps.
not started, but my carrots are doing really well. My chives I transplanted may or may not make it, but I planted a bunch of seed in there too. So if my chives that I transplanted after my greenhouse debacle, if they may make it or not, it really doesn't matter because I planted a bunch of onion seed in there anyway. Planted a bunch of green onions. So, and they're all in one bed together. So I know when I see it that it's not grass, it's green onions. So I know just to leave it alone. Because when it's mixed with other stuff, you start to think, is that grass or is that a green onion? So, well, that's just me. But anyway, that's cool. Well, hopefully, maybe changing the title will help. Because it seemed like the ones where I write Texas weather or something, they seem to do really well. People just love it. I don't know why. They just love to see what your weather is doing, which is totally different from theirs. One of them, I'm just complaining about it raining outside, and that one hit quite a few views. I was like, what in the world? People watch the strangest things and think they're cool. I don't know why. When you put out a video and you think it's really stupid, you're like, this is the stupidest short I've ever made. That is the one going to hit the short shelf, let me tell you. Yesterday, after I played the video, after I added some music to it, I'm like, this is a little bit lame. But I'm going to put it up anyway, so Simply Jan could see what her kitten looks like. Bam, I'm glad I put it out because that silly thing hits short shelf. So
I changed my title. All right, so on the analytics, it's showing that the views are coming from channel pages, browse futures, suggested video, other YouTube something, and notifications.
oh yeah,
But it has not hit the short shelf. It has not hit the short shelf. I did gain a subscriber from it though, and it has 4.2 hours watch time on it.
That's not bad for a 57-second video. Hey.
55 views.
Usually it takes about well, was it Lori? I think it was Rebecca. Rebecca at Stocking My Pantry told me that it takes about 3 days for certain things to show up in your analytics. I don't know if that's true or not.
How old is
I
that
do
video?
notice that sometimes after my lives, it doesn't like show up right away. But I know that my family has been running my playlist.
That's great.
So
that's awesome.
That's super cool. Now that I'm getting closer to getting monetized, they're starting to help me out. So that's really cool. I'm really happy about that. I was just like begging. I was like, please run my playlist. I need help. So they did. And I could tell that someone is running it because that number's clicking faster than it used to. So,
Oh.
yep. Yeah, it looks like all the short videos have the short stamp on them now. It looks like that's a new thing they're doing.
I haven't seen the short stamp on any of mine, so I don't know what
Really?
you're talking about.
Oh, like if you're on your phone, it has a little thing in the right-hand corner that looks like a lightning bolt or an S.
Nope. None of mine have that. Even the ones that, even my 38K one doesn't have that.
Well, yeah, it's a new thing that they're doing.
Well, I haven't done shorts in a long time. This is the first one I've done in probably a good month.
Huh. That's weird.
I'm not
Yeah,
good at shorts. I'm like, I don't know what to do for shorts. Like, I
your
don't
dogs. Do your
understand.
dogs. You haven't done any of your dogs. Do some of your dogs. People love
All
pets.
they do is, they don't do anything. All they do is lay on my lap. That's all they do. They're not active. Not really.
Yeah.
If they're active, it's because they're running across the pasture after a deer.
Yeah. That's probably the video footage you need to catch right there.
I can't, they're too fast. It's like,
Yeah.
bam, and they're gone.
Yeah. Sometimes I just hand the phone to hubby. Here, do me a short. Do me a short real quick.
Kim, it is not, well, Montana, there's parts of Montana that is gorgeous. Like the area that I live, I would say the west part of Montana is pretty. The east part of Montana is not pretty.
Oh, really?
No,
Where do
it's
you live
not.
at, Kim? What state are you in?
She's west of Tennessee, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the west part is
Sorry,
gorgeous
guys.
because the west part is where all the Rocky Mountains are. And by the way, you guys, just so y'all know, we're traveling to Oregon for Easter, and I'm not driving the first length of it because I always get stuck driving where the pretty parts are, and then Sean takes over when we get to the ugly area. And so I told him last night, you're driving first so I can get on video our trip, the first part of our trip, where it's really, really gorgeous and pretty because we go through mountain passes. So I won't be going live, obviously, because there won't be a signal, but I'll be taking short clips and then splicing them together. And then I'll put out a video once we get to my mother-in-law's house so you guys can see part of the trip. So
that's cool. Yeah, I have a little short Easter video I put together. Frankie wants to go to Oregon with you.
who does?
Frankie wants to go to
Oh,
Oregon.
Cranky Frankie wants to, well, come on. We're going to Bend.
I didn't realize Cranky Frankie was still in here. He was in here at the beginning. I was telling him that he did a really good job and that he was welcome to play with me and play on my thing anytime.
We're going to Bend, Oregon, and it's a really pretty area. So I'll be taking some clips of that. I'll take a clip of the Three Sister Mountains, which we can see from Sean's mama's house. Very, very pretty area.
Sounds
and I'm
cool.
hoping Sean will take us sightseeing like we did with Zayden when he was little. There's a lot of little parks and a lot of pretty areas. So I don't want to be in the house the whole time we're there. I mean, we're only going to be there for 3 days, but.
Welcome, Rebel Canners. Yes, I enjoy my time outside. I wish it wasn't cloudy. I hope it clears up and goes away because I really need to get out there.
Rebel, I've been having the same issue, and I'm hearing that from a lot of people that we're not getting our notifications on lives. I'm getting notifications on videos, but I'm not getting notifications on live. I just happened to see Gail online, and I should have gotten a notification that she was live. But I didn't. I saw it on the menu. You know how like when you first go up on YouTube and you can see your menu?
Yeah.
But I didn't get a notification.
Yeah, I hit the
So
little
YouTube's having issues.
subscription button. I hit the little subscription thing, and it tells me, and I look to see if any names are up there on live.
That's what I
That's
had
what
to
I
do
do.
because I'm not
I do
getting
that, and then
notifications.
sometimes Weekend RVing is on, and I'll go ahead and say hello and put theirs up, and then listen to them while I'm making my coffee and getting ready and stuff. And then I have another lady I watch called Ava Potterfield, I think, and she goes live in the morning too. Those are the only two I know that go live in the morning. Occasionally, Mike will go live in the morning. His may be more like early afternoon, more like 11.
Yeah, mine's early and it's morning for me, but afternoon for you guys when I go live on Tuesdays, which will be a regular time slot for devotional. So for any of you guys that love devotionals, every Tuesday morning, 11:30 Central, 12:30 Eastern, I go live, just so you guys
Okay,
know.
that's
And we
cool.
read Bible. So
I need to do another devotion video. I want to do another. I want to have a whole series. I only have 2 in there so far, but I want to do more of them. I had a really cool 100 Promises of God video, and journal that your mom gave me, and it had like Bible verses in it and room to write. And I was doing that really well, and I have misplaced it, and I wondered for a second if I had left it in Montana, because I thought I brought it with me to do it while I was there. I thought, I wonder if they ever even went up in that room.
Sean
Like I
has.
left it
Yeah, Sean has. It's been
to look.
cleaned. It's been cleaned up and everything. We didn't see anything up there.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because we had to redo the beds, and because we thought his dad was going to spend the night one night when he came over here to do some work with Sean before the snow hit, but then he decided he didn't want to. He wanted to go back to his house in town. Y'all, he's having a really hard time, and I noticed this, and I know what it is. My husband refuses to admit it, but I know what it is. My father-in-law has a hard time being in this cabin, and I know it's because he
Of
misses
her.
his wife. Every time he comes in here, I'm sure he sees, images of of her in the kitchen, of her sitting in this chair, or not in this chair, but in this area. This is where she used to always sit. It's hard. I know it's hard for him because he
My
won't he
mom
won't he won't sit
stopped
in
sleeping in the bedroom after my dad passed away.
he won't be in
She
the cabin long. He'll be out in the property really long. But once he's done doing what he's doing on the property, he tries to come in here. The longest he's sat in this house was for Christmas, and that was for about 2 hours. And then we end up. He actually did no, he did spend the night that night, but he didn't sleep at all. He had a really hard time. And right after he ate breakfast, we took him right back home, and he hasn't been over here since. It's hard.
Hello. Well, where to begin Homestead? Welcome.
Good morning. Where to
Heritage Heart
begin?
Homestead says she wants to do a testimony video, but she's not sure if she can get through it. Hello, Andale Homestead. Andale Homestead in the colony.
I have a sobriety video on mine that's really old. But which is part of my testimony. I think it's 30 minutes long or something like that.
Yeah, anybody that's a moderator is welcome to put up links if they want to.
So Heritage, I say give it a shot. You never, and if you get through it, great, post it. If you don't, no foul done. Don't
At
post
least
it.
you got to talk about it and got some of it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So,
it's good to remember where you came from that got you to where you are.
well,
Because
my
I am the
pastor,
person I am because of what I went through, and so are you.
I was taught too that not everybody's meant to hear your testimony. Pick and choose, but on the other hand, it was my sobriety testimony. I thought it was really important. So I went ahead and did it.
It
And
is important because there's probably a
and
lot of people struggling with that. Maybe even some in the chat right now.
if you cry a little bit in your testimony, who cares? Do it anyway. You guys
Makes it real.
You guys have seen me tear up in a couple of videos.
Keep it real.
I teared up in the garden video for crying out loud. The one
I've
where
teared up in a live before.
the one that where I dedicated Gail to the garden, to my innovation challenge. I mean, I teared up in that video. So, because of my mother-in-law, I was remembering my mother-in-law made me tear up. So, so if you tear up, girl, let it flow.
Let it flow.
I say, just do it. That's my
I was
vote.
talking about my being bullied at my last job, and I started.
Oh God, that
getting
was
teared up.
horrible.
I
I
started getting
remember
teared up.
that.
Oh,
That
I
was
didn't talk
horrible.
about it to everybody. My mother knew. Of
You
course, my
talked about
husband
it to
knew.
me.
But it crushed my self-confidence.
I know it did. I remember talking
And
to you about it.
because I've always done really well at jobs and people have always liked me. So this is the first time I've ever been harassed at a job. Literally, the principal of the school, my special education teacher who was in her 20s, her little minion, my friend that used to be my friend the year before at the school,
Mm-hmm.
and a teacher. So I mean, there was like five different ones, and I was like, man, this is a lot of. But you know what? I finally realized it. God took me out of that job. He took
He
me out of that
did.
job for a reason. He knew I was miserable, and he knew I wouldn't leave on my own, so he took me out.
The
He
thing
did
is,
that. He
the
did
thing
that.
is that should never happen in any workplace, period.
It
And
shouldn't have.
the issue that I'm seeing, and it's not just where you are at, Gail. If there's
Did
going to
I
be
tell you what
some,
happened at the job that I turned in that didn't get
yeah, yeah,
addressed? Yeah.
yes, yeah. You talked to me for a couple of hours about it.
Yep.
First of all, you came to me because I was working for the school district and you wanted to know how we handled things where I was at. And unfortunately, I saw it in my workplace at the schools and even in the administration office. The
I
one
think they were
place,
covering it up.
oh,
They were
yeah, of course
covering
they
it up
were. Yes. And
because that
unfortunately,
principal left after that year. She was gone.
it
Now
happens
Tara
in,
is still working with those children, and she is studying to be a special ed teacher right now.
mm-mm,
She's going to turn around and be the boss of this whole thing.
that's
No,
scary.
she should not be a teacher.
A lot of the bullying in employee workplaces that I've seen, it's like a disease, is in the school districts across the nation.
Yeah, it's
And
horrible.
that's the last place it should be. How can you sit there and preach to the students no bullying policy when you yourself,
Or bullying.
leadership roles, are bullying your employees?
Yep. Good
When
morning,
I
Dave.
told you guys that I got lucky with the boss that I had that embraced my diagnosis and made accommodations for me, I was not kidding when I said I got blessed. It was very, 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 very rare. If I was in any other department, I wouldn't have been able to keep my job. So it is a chronic disease in the school systems across the United States
So
that you
I
have grown
told,
adults bullying their
yes,
employees like what Gail went through. It was ridiculous what Gail went through. And I told you needed to sue.
I was, I told my husband after that happened that I would never, ever, no matter how soft spoken I am, I would never let another individual bully me. I don't care if they're family, friends, YouTubers, church members, strangers. I don't care who they are. If they tell me something I don't like, I'm going to give it right back to them. Somebody made a comment in my video who is prevalent in this community, and I said, what? Really? Rudeness. That's exactly my words that I said. I wanted them to know that
Good.
what they said to me, I thought was rude. Cut it out.
Good.
And I've done this to multiple people.
Did they
And
respond?
I've even had to get a little more stern with my mom because she's starting to get that old age diarrhea of the mouth.
Oh.
And the other day, and I've taken it from her as well. And I said, Mom, enough.
Yeah. You got to.
She just started with this the past year. She'll start on something and she'll just keep going. Mom, it's my life.
Mm-hmm.
My husband's paying the bills, not you.
Yeah.
Shut it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I love you, but shut it.
Yeah.
Quit pushing it. I don't want to do it that way. I'm not you. I can't do it like you. My brain doesn't work the way your brain works. I do it differently. I'm so sorry. I'm not you, but I am not you. I cannot do it like you. So I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I do my best.
How did that person respond on YouTube when you told them they were being rude?
I even called them out on the live too. They came into the live and I said, "Did you come in here to bully me some more?" And they keep coming into my lives after that. So I think that they knew that
They
what
got
they
the
said.
message.
And then I stopped. I've
Okay.
let you know I don't like it, what you said. Now, okay, let's get past it. So
Good.
now when they come in, I just say hello. So I gave it to them twice and then I let it go.
Blackberry Rock. I solved an issue with the teacher bullying my son when I lived in Florida by one simple phone call. Because you guys know my son's autistic and I'm also autistic. And I got tired of dealing with this teacher and I got tired of dealing with the principal and the very what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but the inaction going on. And so I called the American Disability Acts
Oh,
Department.
good morning, Tim at Ridge Life. Hello.
In Tallahassee. And let me tell you, I got assigned a lawyer and they came up to the school. And when this principal found out that I took it way past the superintendent and I went past the state. I went directly to the federal department. You should have seen how many people were jumping hoops for my son after that.
Yeah, Tim, we're talking about bullying in the workplace and also bullying special needs children.
Ridge
That really
Life.
happens.
Ridge Life.
Can you believe that really happens? That really happens.
Ridge
And
Life.
then you turn it in and they don't do anything about it.
Ridge Life, we need your help. We're trying to get Gail to 1,000 and she's only 78 away from 1,000. Please help her. But yeah, bullying is not okay. And I took it all the way to the Department of Disabilities and I had a lawyer show up and it was awesome just to sit back and just watch these people trip over their words and correct their actions. Yeah, so the last 3 months in the Florida state school system was awesome.
Yeah.
I know they were glad to see us leave, but sometimes you got to do that, Gail. Sometimes you got to come out with the big guns. And
at my last job, Tim, since you just came in, I was bullied by 5 different people at a school. I was working as a para with special needs children, and I was being bullied by multiple people in the workplace, including the principal and the special education teacher. So after that, it really, really killed my confidence. And people are always asking the question, why did you start on YouTube? Well, I'm actually a pretty shy person, so talking to everybody is really, really hard for me. But I wanted to have a voice. I wanted to feel like that someone was listening to me. And I just wanted somebody to hear me because I felt like they didn't hear me. And I wanted someone to hear me and to listen and to act like what I said had meaning. So that's why I started YouTube, to be able to talk and for people to listen.
And it's worked out well because you've like a lot of people, you found your voice. And people value what you have to say, Gail.
Yeah, and people at church, they're like, I'm really surprised that you have a YouTube channel because that's not your personality. Because in person, I'm not that brave. But they
She's
said you're
not,
doing
you guys.
really
She's
well.
very quiet. And you guys, she really is very, I can testify to this because I'm her sister-in-law. She is very, very quiet. Very quiet. Oh, hubby's home. Mr. Handsome just walked in the door. He got done taking Zayden to school. But yeah, she is very, very quiet. She's not, I wouldn't say you're a complete introvert because you like going to do things, but you do them quietly. I don't know if that makes any sense, you guys.
I like to be in small groups of people
Yeah.
that I know.
Small groups of
I
people.
don't mind big groups if it's big groups of people I know.
Hey, you gonna come say hi to your
But if I
sissy-in-law?
don't know them, it's hard for me.
Mr. Handsome says hi, Gail.
Hello. Sorry, I started crying, guys. I'm an emotional person. Sometimes I just lose it a little bit. And the bullying thing, I've finally gotten over it. I actually said hello to one of my bullies about a month ago at Walmart when I ran into her. So um, I was really proud of myself.
How did she respond, Gail?
She was
I mean,
very
I know
nice.
how she did
I
because you
actually
told me,
hugged
but
her. I actually hugged her mother first. Sorry, I gotta blow my nose now. Oh, okay. I didn't want to feel like my nose was running while I was talking. I hugged her mother first because we used to go to church together. That's a whole other thing. I mean, she was also at my old church, so
wasn't
I'll
that one
cross
of the wasn't that one of the reasons why you left? Was because you were being bullied at your church too, weren't you?
Well, I wouldn't call that bullying. There was a few things happening.
They weren't. You weren't being treated very nicely at
Yeah,
at your church.
the preacher's wife would literally gossip and talk about people, and I don't think a preacher's wife should be doing that.
Wow.
That was the last straw. But yeah,
Yeah.
there were a few people that said a few things, but I don't know if I would call that bullying. But
No,
no,
that's
this
just
is
a
something that they
issue.
would do every day. They would actually talk about me right in front of me. Now
See, to
that is
me,
the worst. I'm sorry. People say it's better if they talk to your face. It's not better. It's worse. Boy USA, welcome. It's not worse. It hurts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I started crying. Yeah, I am an emotional person. I'm a sensitive person. If if somebody makes a comment on YouTube and it hurts my feelings, I'll go ahead and hit the like and the heart, but I won't make a comment back because I didn't like what you said. So I'm just going to go, okay. And then I'm going to go on to something else and I'm going to try not to think about it. But yeah, I've had a few comments that are a little hard, but not too bad. Not too many of them have stirred up emotion, but that one did because my greenhouse had just blown away. That was not the right time to be teasing me. I mean, it was a lot of work. I had to figure out where to put all that stuff. I lost plants.
oh yeah,
And where am I going to put all of it? And it was like still a little chilly outside. I didn't know if everything was going to live, so it was kind of emotional. And I was starting shed wars, so I wanted to do really well. And so yeah, that was difficult. That was difficult for me.
yeah, that was not a good time to.
That was not a good time to be team woodcuttering me.
Mm-mm.
That was not a time to be saying team it won't grow to me. Okay, that was just the wrong time to be telling me that. That was don't kick me when I'm down. Now when
Right.
I'm having a normal day, you can team it won't grow all the way to the bank and I'll be fine. But if I've had a bad day and you start teasing me, I might not take it too well. Jan said the other day that on my lives, she can read my face. She knows what I'm thinking. That's when you know you're starting to get to know somebody really well because my face just tells it all. If someone's saying something I don't like or I don't approve of something or you know, someone's over talking me on a live or putting me down on live, I don't really like that. And those aren't people I really want to bring up with me. So I like to have pleasant conversation, funny, laughing conversation. Every once in a while it gets a little deep and you might shed a few tears. So it happens. But yeah, bullying is awful. And when I was at the school, the first year I worked with the junior high kids. And the one thing I did not tolerate is them bullying each other.
Mm-hmm.
That is the one thing I did not tolerate. But it was actually a lot easier with the big kids than it was with the little kids. Now, then the second year was hard, but I got through it. But it was the third year that I was there that the bullying began. So I guess that wasn't meant to be. I don't know. I might try a different school system next year, maybe a small town around here. We'll see.
Sean and I were talking last. Am I echoing? I'm hearing a lot of feedback on my end.
No, I don't hear any echoing. Do you guys hear echoing? Yes, I feel like that you do need to have some sense of control over your life. And I don't like it when people come on my live and try to bring the morality level down. Start cussing or talking about drinking or partying. The old me did those things, but the new me doesn't tolerate those things. I love people. I love alcoholics. I love people who do drugs. I love all these people. But for my standards of my channel, I don't want people to come on and talk about things that I don't think are moral things, because that is the old me, and the new me doesn't want to advocate for. I don't want to be that person. I guess you would say I don't want to be that person anymore. And I know you understand what I'm saying, Nisi.
Yep.
Yeah. You hear a little bit of echo. Hello, Jason Neighbors.
It's on my side.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Let me get out and try and come back in, because I'm showing I have a strong signal, so I don't understand why StreamYard's doing what it's doing. See, now it's gone. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is weird.
What I was going to say was absolutely, Gail, it's your channel, and anyone who decides to invite themselves, like, you have the link open for people, but it's our responsibility as your guest to respect your space, respect your boundaries in your channel. You want to talk about that stuff, go on your own channel and talk about that stuff.
Yes. And I did. When it happened on my channel, I told that person, I think you should do that on your channel, not on my channel. Now, I'm not saying I don't ever have a drink. I'm saying I don't want to advocate for that on my channel. I do sometimes. Like when I was with my sister and my mom, we had some pina coladas. We did a mask on our face. We laughed and giggled and had a good old time. So, but I just want to try to show morality on my channel. I want to do devotions. I want to show the new part of me, the new improved me. But the new improved me doesn't put up with bullying anymore. So
that's right.
If I ever get on to you, I will forgive you. But if you say something I don't like, I may call you on it, because yes, I know I'm not the smartest person in the bunch. I'm not the most detailed, smart gardener in the bunch. But let me tell you, Gail's Southern Living is going to grow way more than you thought she was. You just wait.
You've got a nice garden going on in your backyard, girl.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
I think it's easily twice as big than it was last year.
Oh yeah. I mean, everyone's watching, so I wanna do really, really well, and I kind of wish I had put that sheeting down on that little back garden, but I might just leave that as my little wild garden. Hey, this is controlled over here. This is my wild garden. Sorry, it's gonna get a little wild over there, but we still have to put in an onion bed. We started. Did you see my tilling video on your brother's channel? Him teaching me how to use the tiller.
Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard because it looked like me when I tried to learn how to use the John Deere riding mower that we have in the barn.
And he's telling me to go backwards. I'm like, go backwards. But then I finally tried it, and it was less resistance and it was easier because you didn't have to try to turn around
that video. I got a kick out, and I really enjoyed watching my brother trying to teach you. I just thought it was so sweet and cute. My brother really is a very patient man.
Oh yeah.
We tease each other a lot, you guys. Even on lives,
you'll see.
You'll see my brother and I calling each other brat and stuff like that. But that's my brother, and I'm his little sister, and we've always teased each other. Teased each other since we were little. But my brother and I kind of are unspokenly close because I don't really speak to my family. I think my family has I say my family, let me rephrase that. Gail and my brother have really gotten closer to me through YouTube
Yeah,
this
that's
last
great.
this last couple of
I
months
love it because he can talk to you
out of all
anytime.
these
I can
years.
talk to you
I
anytime.
can do this, but I can't talk on the phone. And I know to a lot of people it doesn't make any sense, but I don't always make sense. It's my autistic brain, and this I'm comfortable communicating this way. So
I'm still a little bit fidgety. If you could actually see my hands, I'm like playing with the bottom of my t-shirt, or my hands are fiddling.
I'm
And
normally rocking back and forth, but I'm
I
not
used
right now
to,
because
I noticed I rock back and forth in some of my videos too. And I'm trying to be conscious of not doing that. Now I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Now, when I was holding the cat, it seemed normal because you're rocking the baby. But yeah, I didn't notice I was doing that until I watched my videos. I'm like, why am I rocking? What in the world? What am I doing?
I
But
know it. I know it can distract people, but you guys, I'm gonna let you know right now. If you start seeing me rocking or stemming, rocking is part of me stemming, where I kind of
yeah,
sway. I'm gonna sway. It's how it's how I stay regulated. It's how I keep my it's how I stay calm and whatnot. So yeah, I'll twirl my hair. I'll do all kinds of things. Rub my hands during a live. I'm
yeah.
it's
I'm usually playing with my hands underneath the tray
so.
table where my computer is.
Have a
But
good
y'all
day at
just
work,
can't see it.
Jason.
I used to take a really deep breath. Bye, Jason. Thank you for stopping by.
Kathleen, I totally get it. I used to have to talk on the phone too. Although me talking on the phone at my job is nothing like what you dealt with at your job. Let's just clear the air
I'll
on
be
that.
like a
She was a
receptionist.
responder. She was a responder.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That I
So
remember that
yeah,
911 operator. Yes,
um,
I remember her video talking
yeah,
about how she was a 911 operator for
yeah.
many
That video,
years.
I was bawling like a baby on her video when I watched that video because
That's
it
when I
just
gave
touched
her
my
her
heart.
first shout out. Right after I
That-
found her channel, I gave her a shout out, and then I think I gave her another one. So she's got at least
oh. She's
two
very
shout outs.
close to 500, you guys. So if there's anyone in here that has not seen my Alabama Farm Life's channel, please go check her out. Show her some love. Her
Yeah,
channel
she's
is I
awesome.
love
She's a
her
sweet lady.
content. I love Kathleen as a person. She's very loving, very accepting. And her videos are very educational and entertaining, and they're real and sincere. Go check
Yeah,
out my
she's real.
Farm Life. You will not regret it, I promise you. And she's a great supporter. Like Gail, she's a great supporter and
Yeah, she
encourager.
is.
So,
She's a very sweet lady. You could tell.
girl, you
You
know
could
we
tell when
love you.
people are being
You
real.
know we
You
love
can tell
you.
people are being real on their videos by what the things that they say.
Absolutely.
Heritage Heart Homestead, you're on my one of my upcoming shout outs, so be looking for that. You're on one of my current list. So I don't know if it's this one or the next one because I have two lists going right now. But
Fran has a good channel as well. And I think Fran
she's
is
really
like
good.
Fran and Heritage Heart. No, Fran at Heritage Heart Homeland, and also they're both the titles are really a lot alike, and it always confuses me. Where's the other one? She knows who I'm talking about. Where's she at? Where's she at?
We talking and Dale.
She was just in here. Where'd she go?
Dale homesteading in the colony.
No, not that one. She's in the Dakotas. Where's she at? Oh, you guys, I hate when this happens to me.
You can't remember when you can't remember stuff.
Yes, because her channel name is very, very similar to Heritage Heart in the Homestead. And I always get the two channels confused. But there's another one, but I can't remember now, so it is what it is. But
Yeah.
Her content is really good, and I think Fran's channel tends to it's like a hidden gem in the rough. You know what I mean? Like it's such a
Yeah.
good channel, but a lot
That's
of
what I
people
thought
don't
when I
know
found
about
my
it.
Alabama farm life. I'm like, oh, there's a hidden gem. You just find this channel and you're like, what a sweet person. Like Andell that I was talking
Yes.
about, Andell Homestead and Colony. She just has the sweetest voice too.
She's a
She's
new
like,
channel for me. I'm still trying to get to know her and her content. I just subbed to her maybe a couple of days ago.
yeah, she doesn't
Uh,
have a ton of videos yet. She's pretty new, but
yeah.
she does seem really sweet. She does some gardening, so she's a gardener. I want to put out some kind of gardening challenge for the people who aren't in Shed Wars, like my own gardening challenge.
That would
You know
be
what I'm trying
fun.
to say?
Yeah.
To include some of these people who aren't in Shed Wars but are gardeners. So I'm going to try to come up with something. I mean, the single seed challenge is such a good one. I don't know if I can compete with that, but I'm going to think about it, and I do want to do one. Yeah, every once in a while you just find a channel and you're like, "Oh, this is such an awesome channel." And you want to just promote it. I mean, I right after I found Andell, I went on and gave her a shout out the very next shout out video I did because I was like, "Oh,
I will be
yeah."
doing gardening videos in the month of April. It won't be as many. I'll probably only do 2 shed war videos in the month of April because please, you guys, just hang in there with me. April is a very important month as an advocate, and most of my videos are going to be surrounding autism, just so you guys know, because that's what I do. I'm an advocate, and the month of April is a very important month for us. So I'll be pushing out a lot of educational type videos.
Garden State Gardener, we were talking about Andale Homestead in the Colony. We were also talking about My Alabama Farm Life. So if you aren't subscribed to both those channels, also Monty's in Motion, that's a great channel. Sweet
Fran, don't
family.
forget about Fran. Garden State, I don't know if you're sub to Heritage Heart Homestead, Fran, but if you're not, you need to go check her out.
Yeah, write all the names down of these. They're awesome channels. Monty's Emotion's been with me for a long time.
She is. She started
Toward the
following
very
me.
toward the
I
very
think
beginning.
she started following me through you, Gail. I love her channel as well.
Yeah, her son is so cute.
I know I love her son. And he loves gardening. He
He
gets into
does,
it.
yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna issue a challenge out for the non-Shed Wars channels, gardening channels that follow me and stuff. So I'm gonna put one out. I'm gonna think of something. I'm gonna put it out. But I'm about to go. But before I do, tonight on Lala Farms at 6 p.m. Central, Free Handling Made will be on there. Hat Creek Homestead and Maybe Crazy Homestead. They will be on the panel tonight
Yeah.
for autism awareness. So if you guys would go by and support them tonight, support Lala Farms and the 3 channels that are going to be on there, that would be totally awesome.
It's going to be very exciting. We're very
I have a
excited.
little short video out on it. If you guys forget the time, you can go back to my video and I tell the time and what channels are going to be on there. So it has a little autism ribbon on the thumbnail, so you can find that real easily. If you forget, 6 p.m. Central Time, Lala Farms. So please come by and support my sissy-in-law, Free Handling Made.
Thank you, Gail.
And the other channels that are on there. All right, guys, I'm going to close it up for today. Get outside and see if I can do some gardening. Thanks for coming up with me, sis.
Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for having me, sis. We'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Nisi.